morning, it's Wednesday, June 10th. I'm Sharon, and this is Luxury Spending from Alt FNDATA. We take a weekly look at high-value spending across jewelry, gemstones, watches, and handbags. This week, we have major results in jewelry from Christie's fresh diamond market data, a shifting picture at De Beers, new high jewelry collections, a run of watch launches, and a busy week of watch and handbag auctions. Let's get into it. Luxury Spending is brought to you by Alt FNDATA, the market intelligence platform for the luxury markets and the public companies behind them. Get access to the most insightful dashboards, reports, and research so you can keep your finger on the pulse of the market. Learn more at altfndata.com/start. Let's begin with the headline auction results. The Christie's Magnificent Jewels sale in New York yesterday totaled $49.7 million, and every lot found a buyer. The total reached 149% of the low estimate, about 50% above the low end of what Christie's had expected. 2 blue diamonds each sold for more than $8 million, and the sale was led by a stone called the Azure Blue. Buyers came from across the map, 58% from the Americas and 21% each from Asia Pacific and Europe. There was a standout single lot at Bonhams as well. A ruby necklace in New York carried a top estimate of $150,000 and sold for $2.2 million. That is roughly 14 times the high estimate. Now to the diamond market, where prices firmed at both the high end and the low end this week. At the high end, Alrosa reported record demand in May. Stones above 10.80 carats and fancy color goods led its sales. At the smaller end, prices are recovering. Asking prices for 0.30 carat diamonds rose 2.1% in May, according to the Rapnet Price Index. The market firmed at both the trophy stone end and the more commercial end in the same month. We also have movement on the ownership side of the industry. Anglo American is moving forward with the sale of its 85% stake in De Beers. Botswana, which is already a partner in the business, is now seeking support from the UAE and Oman to acquire a stake of its own. Botswana's intentions were on display at JCK Las Vegas, where Debswana Chief Executive Andrew Matla Motsomi made the country's case directly to the trade. On a regulatory note, Russia has announced new rules for lab-grown jewelry. The guidelines are aimed at improving transparency in how synthetic stones are labeled and described. This is part of a wider global push to draw a clear line between the mined and the lab-grown. In the jewelry houses, we have news on both leadership and collections. At Chanel, Marie-Laure Sered has been named to lead the next era of jewelry design. She previously ran the studios of Cartier and Harry Winston, working across both jewelry and watchmaking. Van Cleef & Arpels has unveiled a 180-piece high jewelry collection drawing on ancient Egypt, using the civilization's geometry, symbolism, and color as its starting point. And the Hong Kong jeweler and sculptor Wallace Chan has opened 2 parallel exhibitions in Venice at Palazzo Contarini del Bovolo and Santa Maria della Pietà, pairing his sculptures with the city's heritage. On the product side, it was a busy week for watch launches. The headliner is from MB&F. The independent brand has introduced the HM12 The Guardian, a sci-fi horological machine that ships with a companion robot. Blancpain, part of the Swatch Group, has added the 50 Fathoms tech to its permanent collection. It is a professional dive watch derived from the original 50 Fathoms line. We have a few more releases from the independent brands this week. These include the Doji Glashütte Purist Type 1, the Yama Granvelle Renaissance, and the Kubo collection from the young Japanese micro-brand Kiwame Tokyo. The auction calendar for watches is full this week. Bonhams holds its London Fine Watches sale tomorrow, June 11th, with a curated 60-lot sale. Leading it is a Patek Philippe reference 7000R, the brand's first contemporary mid-size minute repeater, estimated at £150,000 to £250,000. Also in the sale is an FP Journe Octa Calendier in platinum, estimated at £100,000 to £150,000. There are two Rolex Comex dive watches from a former Comex diver, with the Submariner estimated at £60,000 to £80,000. And there is a platinum Audemars Piguet minute repeating jump hour, one of about 257 made, estimated at £40,000 to £60,000. Then, on Friday, June 12th, Christie's holds important watches in New York. Several lots are notable for their provenance. They include Andy Warhol's Patek Philippe Calatrava, an ultra-rare Patek Philippe reference 3448G, known as the Red Dot, and two Tiffany-signed Patek Calatravas with golden rule dials that were made for President Lyndon B. Johnson. And in handbags, Christie's opens an online Hermès sale in Paris on Friday, June 12th, running through June 24th. It features nearly 300 handbags with a focus on the Jean-Paul Gaultier era at Hermès, and 130 lots are offered with no reserve. The top lot is a Faubourg Cellier Birkin 20 from 2021 with palladium hardware, estimated at €180,000 to €300,000. A one-of-a-kind tricolor Birkin 40 from 1998 is estimated at €20,000 to €30,000. That is luxury spending for Wednesday, June 10th. I'm Sharon from Alt FNDATA. If you want the data behind these stories, an Alt FNDATA subscription gives you our full library of dashboards and reports. Get started at altfndata.com/start or reach us anytime at info@altfndata.com. If you love the show, please follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next one.